Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, our moments also with the holy ones of God, the saints of God, the martyrs of God, the virgins of God, the apostles of God, and also to turn our attention also into our own self, looking at the possibility whether we can also reach some level of holiness and spirituality which many of these saints reached. And I invite you to be co-missionaries with me by simply sharing the videos with others and by asking your friends to subscribe to the channel. Very soon I'll be celebrating this second anniversary of the channel's foundation, and it will be great if more people are reached through your help. Thank you very much. Today, on the 24th of November, the church celebrates the feast of Saint Andrew Dung-Lac and his 117 companion martyrs who were martyred between 1745 to 1862 in Vietnam. So, among them there were many priests, but 8 bishops as well. And I'm just wondering how these people in Vietnam, because often we consider Christianity to be associated with the West or with Jerusalem, Bethlehem, and much less with the Eastern Asian countries like Vietnam or Cambodia or Thailand and things like that. And there, already in the 18th and 19th centuries, 117 people were martyred. Saint Andrew Dung-Lac was also a priest, and I was just reading and found out that one of the seminarians who was also martyred wrote about his situation in the prison, how difficult it was, all kinds of tortures and all kinds of abuse, both verbal, physical, and moral abuses were thrown at them, and they had to survive such terrible things. But you know what he writes in the end of that letter? That like the martyrs of old, like the apostles, all these things, and then he mentions also about the book, from the book of Daniel, how these, which we also read in the first reading today, the 3 or 4 of them, Daniel, Meshach, and Azariah, were put in the fire, and how they stood that, and how their difficulties turned into joy. So this seminarian is writing that looking at their example, our life turned into also joy. You know, I am just thinking of how we face our difficulties. You know, right now here, it is very, very cold where I am standing here. I can feel it in my ears. It is snowed a bit around, and the wind is so cold. It is, though temperature is 0, but because of the wind, the weather says it is feeling like -8. So I know what it is feeling like, -8. I can't even suffer. I put on gloves in my hand because we are not prepared to suffer, or maybe this suffering is not imposed by terrorists and in the sense of those who are against Christianity or against, and that's why maybe I'm putting on these things to protect myself. You can see some of the snowflakes falling, and these people showed to the world that what it means joyfully to suffer for Christ. And the same thing, as I already said, it was also found in the first reading today, how Nebuchadnezzar, who took over from Babylon and came and took over as the king of Judah, and he started doing all kinds of things, but he wanted some good Israelites for his own kingdom, and therefore these 4 boys were chosen, and they were being fed with all kinds of things, but Daniel refused to be defiled by wine or all kinds of things. He only ate vegetarian food. But these are the things that we learn from these people, and And my dear friends, I'm sure you too would like to learn a lot and do something more for Christ, and as well as help spread this channel. And please subscribe to the channel and share it with others. Thank you very much.